Dear student, today I will be discuss related chapter Kings and Chronicles, ninth chapter of history. This chapter related basically the Mughal court. The Mughal age chronicles give us information about the institutions of the Mughal state. These texts clarify those policies which Mughals ruler impose on their domain. The Mughals did not want to associate with their mother's descent. They refer to themselves as a Timurid or the descent of Turkish ruler. The name Mughal derives from Mongol. Babur was the first Mughal ruler related to Genghis Khan from his mother's side. He spoke Turkish and referred diversely to the Mongols as barbaric hordes. During the 16th century, Europeans used the term Mughal to describe the Indian rulers of this branch of the family. The founder of the empire, Jahiruddin Babur, was driven from his Central Asian homeland, Fargana, by the warring Uzbeks. He first established himself at Kabul and then in 1526, First Battle of Panipat, Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi and established Mughal Empire in India. Nasiruddin Humayun was son of the Babur. In 1540, Humayun defeated by Sher Shah, and after some time in 1555, Humayun defeated the representative of Sher Shah and re-established the kingdom of Mughal in India. Jalaluddin Akbar is considered as the greatest Mughal ruler. He not only expanded his empire but also consolidated it and made it one of the strongest and the richest empire of his time. He extended frontiers of his empire towards the Hindu Kush mountains. He also checked the plans of Uzbek of Turan and the Safavis of Iran. After death of Akbar, Jahangir became Badshah of the Mughal court in 1605. After death of Jahangir, Shah Jahan became Mughal emperor in 1628, and in the period of Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb thrown away the ruling authority of Shah Jahan and become Badshah of Mughal Empire. So these are important rulers related from the Mughal court. Two rulers ruled 50 years, one Akbar and second Aurangzeb. During the 16th and 17th centuries, the institutions of an imperial structure were created under Mughal Empire. These include effective methods of administration and taxation. After death of Aurangzeb, the power of the dynasty collapsed and Mughal Empire divided in provincial authority related from all over the country. Akbar made Persian as the main language of the Mughal court. Probably the emperor was motivated for this by cultural and intellectual contacts with Iran and regular stream of Iranian and Central Asian migrants who wanted the position at the Mughal court. The author of Mughal chronicles were invariably courtiers. The history they wrote focused on events centered on the ruler, his family, the court and nobles. Akbarnama, Shahjahanama and Alamgirnama, these three books are very important related from the chronicles, the period of Akbar, Shahjahan and Aurangzeb. Akbarnama, written by Abul Fazl. Akbarnama is an important Mughal official history. Abul Fazl began to write Akbarnama in 1589 CE. He repeatedly revised his draft and made use of all the available sources. Akbarnama was divided into 3 volumes. The first 2 volumes were in the form of chronicles. The third volume is the Ain Akbari. The first volume describes the first 30 years of Akbar's life. The second volume describes the period from 31st year to 46th year of Akbar's life. Thus, Akbarnama provides a detailed information about the region of Akbar. Shahjahanama, also known as Badshahnama. Badshahnama was written by Abdul Hamid Lahori, a pupil of Abul Fazl. It is the official history of the events which occurred during the reign of Emperor Shahjahan. It was written in 3 volumes. Each volume covered a period of 10 years. Later on, Sadullah Khan, the Wazir of Shahjahan, revised the first 2 volumes of the Badshahnama. The Asiatic Society was the first to publish edited versions of Badshahnama in the 19th century. A few experts of this book have so far been translated into English. Lahori was not able to write the third volume because of his old age. Then it was written by the historian Waris. Alamgir Nama, written by Muhammad Kazim, related period of Aurangzeb. Mughal court chronicles were written in Persian because the Mughals were Chagatai Turks by origin. Turkish was their mother tongue. Their first ruler Babur wrote poetry and his memoirs in this language. Persian was elevated to a language of empire, conferring power and prestige on those who had a command of it. It was spoken by king, the royal household, and the elite at court. Mughal chronicles such as the Akbarnama were written in Persian. Others like Babur's memoirs were translated from the Turkish into the Persian Baburnama. Translations of Sanskrit texts such as the Mahabharata and the Ramayana into Persian were commissioned by the Mughal emperor. The Mahabharata was translated as the Rajmnama.